Hey, what's up guys? Ligaya here, and I want to bring you to another collection video. This time I am showing my entire PlayStation 1 and 2 collection. I've got quite a bit of games. The PS1 and the PS2 are some of my favorite consoles of all time, and they all span from fighting games, JRPGs, and rhythm games. So without further ado, let's get on with this because I have a lot of games here. Galarians. This is more of a sci-fi game. Not really horror, but you do play as this young kid. I forget his name, but he has psychic abilities and kind of plays more like a Resident Evil with the tank-like controls. I can't remember when I first played this, but it's a pretty good game. Oh, whoops. I'll show that one later. Anyways, so Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, and I also have Lunar Silver Star Story Completes. I've never played Lunar 2, and I've never beaten Lunar 1. I made it to the final boss, and I just could not beat him. But incredible RPGs. I would highly recommend them, especially now that the HD remaster versions are out. So you get to experience these games on a more high-def console. And these are pretty good JRPGs. It'll last you about 40 to 50 hours of gameplay. Resident Evil 2 and 3. I really love the Resident Evil series. Resident Evil 2 in particular. I'm biased. This was the first horror game that got me into the series. So I had to get the original Resident Evil 2. The remake's pretty good, but I will always go back to the original. Never really played much of Nemesis, but pretty much everything that you need to know about, or anything you want to learn about 3, you can do with 2 also. The gameplay is pretty much the same. With 3, it adds like a dodge mechanic. There's like a dodge mechanic and a quick 180 turn to get out of stuff quickly, or to like run away quickly. Like I said, I haven't played this one, and I believe my copy does not have the Dino Crisis demo, which I wish I had for my collection. But yeah, Resident Evils 1, 2, and 2 and 3, I mean. The Legend of Dragoon. I never beat this game, but from what I've played, incredible game. I love the addition system in the turn-based combat. And I just haven't really gotten around to finishing it. I do plan on streaming this game one of these days and completing it. I only made it to disc 2, and that's pretty much it. Tekken 3. Tekken 2 is my all-time favorite one in the series, just because I really like that game's music compared to 3. 3 has really good music, and it refined the gameplay that we are most used to today. So if you can wave dash in the latest Tekken 8, you can pretty much wave dash in here with you can only wave dash with Jin and Heihachi. Any characters that have like a crouch dash mechanic, you can't repeat it. But yeah, still a great game. They just released the PS5 version of the game, so I would highly, highly recommend getting it. Final Fantasy IX. This is my favorites in the series. The first game that got me into the series. I really love this game's music, the story, just anything that I love about this game. Just it's a callback to the early Final Fantasy games, where you get the main character Zidane right here in the middle. He's your thief class. Vivi's your black mage. Dagger / Garnet is your summoner white mage. Steiner is your knight and spell knight. And Amaranth is your monk slash ninja class. I just, like I said, I know a lot of people prefer 7 and 8. Story-wise, this is by far my favorite one. I highly recommend it. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This is my favorite game of all time. This is also my original copy from when I bought it back in the day when Blockbuster was still around. I waited about 2 weeks for me to get this game, hoping that it was still there. And I bought this when I was in 8th grade. I've played this so many times since then. I've played it so much, I could play this game in Japanese and still get the best ending. I just love this game so much. It's got incredible music. I still love the cheesy voice acting from the beginner, where Richter's like, "Die, monster, you don't belong in this world." And then I've already shown this, but Legend of Legaia, it's one of the reasons why I had the name Legaia Rasaru. This game pretty much changed my whole perspective on JRPGs. I really love this game's music, this game's battle mechanic. It's a very, very unique turn-based system where you have to interact with your directional pad because you have your high-low attacks and you have your left-right attacks. And I think this was a very innovative battle system where it is engaging, where you don't just have to keep pressing X whenever it's your turn. You legit have to use the directional pad if you want to use the character's arts to do more damage. This game, in terms of its music, has made me cry. It's got such heartbreaking music. Just music that hits you right in the feels. It's just incredible. I highly recommend it. And I wish they can at least port this over to modern consoles, because this game does deserve a playthrough. It's not fairly short, but the game is, it does ramp up in difficulty. So, Legend of Legaia. Okay, now on to some PS2 games. I've got a lot of PS2 games, and again, they range from fighting games, JRPGs, some action hack and slash games, and some rhythm games. And this is actually quite the bit. I've got a quite bit more since the last time I recorded my PS2 collection video. First off, I want to show this off. I have Raito Kuzunoha 2, or Devil Summoner 2, Raito Kuzunoha versus King Abaddon. This has the Raito Kuzunoha plushie. My game is open. I opened it because I was going to play it one day. I didn't just want to get this copy, leave the game sealed at least, and then just buy another copy. But from what I played of the first game, I was really enjoying it. I couldn't really get the battle system too much, or how to actually play the game. This was around the time when I was getting into more of the other Shin Megami Tensei games, as opposed to just the, your typical Personas and your mainline series. But this one's this one looks pretty nice. The remastered of the first game came out recently too, so I'd have to check it out. But yeah, Devil Summoner 2, Raito Kuzunoha versus King Abaddon. I know I have the first game somewhere. It's probably in one of my stacks here. Anyways, maybe I'll do this stack here. That's back here, because this has all of my dancing games in it. Okay. So I have DDR Extreme, I have Beatmania, I have In the Groove, I've got DDR Supernova 2, DDR Max. I have DDR Max 2 somewhere. I've got 2 copies of DDR Supernova. I have a disc-only copy and mine's complete here with the manual. And oh, hold on, it's in this pile here. So sorry about that. I had to go off screen for a bit. There's DDR Max 2. I've got DDR-X. I've got DDR-X2 sealed. And then I've got Guitar Heroes 1, 2. I have Guitar Hero 3 somewhere. Let me... yeah. Guitar Hero Max. So, yeah, I am really big in the rhythm games. I basically have all of the DDRs that were on the console, with the exception of one. I know I have that around somewhere, but maybe I have it somewhere. I know I have it somewhere, but I am a huge fan of rhythm games. I really just like the rhythm game because I don't have to like use my brain for any hard boss battles, or if I'm doing intricate puzzles, I can just step on arrows and click the strumming bar at the same time with the button that needs to correspond with the notes. That's just my favorite. And then let me go ahead and grab this stack here. This is a miscellaneous stack, but I do want to show off the bouncer. I bought this on my birthday one year. I had finally gotten to playing it. Really incredible game. I only did one playthrough of the main character, Scion. And of course, he's Sora before you even got Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Plays very similarly to Ehrgeiz, God Bless the Ring. It was developed by the same company who created Ehrgeiz, Dream Factory. Really incredible game. It's not very long at all. It took me about 3 hours just to beat one of the characters' stories. But really incredible game. Bloody Roar 3. I really love the Bloody Roar series. I like that the characters transform into animals mid-battle. My favorite characters are Jenny the Bat and Long and Shenlong the Tiger. I kind of wish they brought this series back. It was very dynamic, very interesting combo system, and I think in competitive play this would probably do pretty well. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. In my last video, I did talk just a little bit about this game. I was very wrong in my information. You could actually play as both Liu Kang and Kung Lao in the story mode. I think you can also play as the other characters. I'm not too sure. I haven't played this in a while, but really fun action beat 'em up. Reminiscing of the Mortal Kombat 2 storyline. Really good game. I played it by myself, but I can't imagine how chaotic it would be if you played with another person. Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. I really haven't played much of this game since the last time I talked about it. This is a strategy RPG. One of the very few that were on the system. But from what I played, I really enjoyed it, and it's in my forever growing backlog. So I've got the King of Fighters Maximum Impact. This was actually the first game in this series that transitioned to 2D to 3D. I really haven't played this. I've only played 2006, which I do have, but this follows that same formula of it's a 4-button fighting game. I think short hops do exist, and it's also an SNK fighter, so it falls in line with SNK fighters being very difficult to master. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I haven't played this. I know the remake of this game is out. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, or Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I will get around to playing this. Again, it's in my backlog. That's ever growing so slightly. But the ones I've played 1 and 4. And Metal Gear Rising. The King of Fighters, the Orochi Saga. This was actually given to me from by another YouTuber who saw that I was looking to increase my PS2 collection with more fighters, and this just has all of the Orochi Saga, which was from 94 to technically 97, 98. It's more of a dream match where all the characters that were in 94 through 97 were in one game. So if you wanted to play as the American team, which has Brian Battler, Heavy D, and Lucky Grubbler or something, you can play them in 98. Let's grab a few from this stack. Naruto Ultimate Ninja. This is only the first one. And probably my favorite one. With the Naruto games, I haven't really played any of these. I really just like the fact whenever you do your ultimate ninjutsu attack, your ultimate attack, you've got a sequence of buttons to press to do more damage. I do like how you can bring your characters into the background and into the foreground, teleporting. And it's got a very unique combo system too. This is a disc-only game, but this is Shadow Hearts for the PS2. Very unique battle system. It uses a judgment ring, and there's like a needle that goes clockwise, and you have to pinpoint your needle into these gauges that start off as one color, and then has like a tiny little color to where if you hit it, you get like you end up doing more damage, or you start healing more. So the judgment ring has to do with your timing within these gauges in order to do more damage or just more attacks. Really cool story. I played it not that long ago, and I really liked it. Music isn't really too crazy. The characters are very likable. I really like Yuri as one of the characters. It's been about 2 years since I played it as of this recording, but I really like the game. I have yet to play Shadow Hearts Covenant, which I do have in my collection as well. I can show that off too. Shining Force EXA. Haven't really played any of the Shining Force games. I know this is kind of like an action RPG. I bought this copy in particular at PAX East. I already had a copy, but mine was disc only, and I wanted to upgrade my copy, so need to get around to playing that. Cool. So I have 2 copies of Soul Calibur 3. And then here's my copy of Soul Calibur 2. This is the Japanese cover. At the time, this was disc only. So I wanted to have something that I could display on shelf. So I printed a custom case, custom cover art. I really like Soul Calibur. I think Soul Calibur 2 is my favorite. Not because of Link. Everyone that says if everyone that plays Soul Calibur 2 competitively know that the GameCube version of Soul Calibur 2 isn't the best, and that's just on a competitive standpoint. For casuals, yes, I could see that, but just because a certain character is in a game does not automatically make it the best, regardless of opinion. But for Soul Calibur 3, I haven't really played much of 3. So this is also a custom case. This is the Peggy system. It is disc only. I forgot I even had this, but I do have another copy of the game. Oh, and it came with cool. I've got 2 copies of Soul Calibur 2 and 3. That's crazy. And then Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, disc only. Again, it's one of those SNK fighters that's really hard to master, but they're a lot of fun. Let's grab a couple games here. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Haven't played it. This was a copy my friend gave me from years ago. And there's actually something wrong with its disc. I think the disc is like really scratched up. I did get it to work a few times, but just for some reason it just wouldn't work properly. Orphan, Sign of Sorcery. Oh, my case is broken. But I've yet to play this. I know that there's an anime under the same name. I just haven't played it. So this is Guilty Gear X2. I'm using the Guilty Gear XX, the Midnight Carnival cover art. Because when I made this game, when I created this case, they didn't have Guilty Gear X2 cover art. So I just had to use Guilty Gear XX, the Midnight Carnival. But I love the Guilty Gear games. I still have to play Guilty Gear Strive, learn to play that competitively. But my main character, Jam's not in the game. So I just refuse to play it until my character's in the game. I'm such a character loyalist. Dynasty Warriors 3. I really like the nonsense of Dynasty Warriors. It's just mindless hack and slash. This is actually one of the first Muso games that I've played. Because the first Dynasty Warriors was a fighting game. It was a one-on-one fighting game, and then Dynasty Warriors 2 became the mindless hack and slash that continued on through all the way into Dynasty Warriors Origins. So, but yeah, this is the first Muso hack and slash game that I've played in this series. I really like this game. Radiata Stories. I really got to thank my friend Atma01 for gifting me this game. He got me this game years ago, and I put it off for so many years because other games just took up priority. I finally got around to playing this game and beating it, and I can say Radiata Stories is an incredible game. I really like the world of Radiata. You get the main character, Jack. The girl, her name is Ridley. It's just nonsense. Jack just starts off as a cocky little kid, and then he learns to grow as a person, and now he's like the general of the I'm forgetting it, but Theater Vancouver. He becomes a general of Theater Vancouver, and then it's just great. I really like the character recruitment system where like some of them you can fight and they become your party. They become your party members. You have to get healed a few times just for them to become your party and stuff like that. You have to give them money. It's just nonsense and crazy, and I love this game. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. This is the one that has that features Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Incredible game. I love this game a lot. It's really got good music, good gameplay. I played the HD remaster. That one has voice acting in it. Um, and then I did beat this game. I got the True Demon ending, which I think that's kind of a given. But yeah, the game and manual. This game's everywhere, so if you want to get into it, you can get it on Steam, you can get it on PS4, the Switch. It's very accessible now, but back then it was only on PlayStation 2. Move those out of the way. Dragon Quest 7, Journey of the Cursed King. Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King. Still haven't played it. I remembered, back in my old video, I said I only put in about 25 minutes, and that's still true to this day. I have not played this since then. But I am getting around to it. This will be probably one of the other Dragon Quest games that I do stream. I did play Dragon Quest 7 recently, and I loved it. So I have a feeling that I'll love this game too. And no, this does not come with the Final Fantasy 12 demo. Grandia 3, like I said in the last video, I haven't played it. Wild Arms 3, this was a recent pickup. Haven't played it. I've only played one, and yeah, I do look forward to playing this though. Nano Breaker, this is an action game. I forget the character's name, but it's very gory. I really haven't played much of it, but from what I played, it plays more similar to the PS2 Castlevania games. This came out after. Move this over here. Speaking of Castlevania, I've got Lament of Innocence and I've got Curse of Darkness. Lament of Innocence is a great game. I played and beaten it recently. I love the atmosphere of the game. I love that basically this tells this is like the first game chronologically that started the Belmont saga, him being a famous, or at least the Belmonts being the clan of vampire hunters. This is the game that started it. Incredible game. I really like the combat system. It is fun, super fun. And then Curse of Darkness. This is the one that I could not get into. I know a lot of people say this is probably their favorite ones. I just could not get into it. I'll have to give it another try though. But after playing Lament of Innocence, this one kind of felt sluggish to me. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's a bad game, it's just not for me. Inuyasha, The Secret of the Cursed Mask. I am currently playing this on Twitch, and from what I am playing so far, I like it. The game's a little slow. Battle system's slow. Going through the menus is pretty slow. But so far, I am liking this game. And you have pretty much all the characters. You get Inuyasha, Shippo, Moroku, Sango, Kagome. And you can also get Shishomaru as a temporary party member. And yeah. Shadow Hearts Covenant. Like I said when I showed off Shadow Hearts, I haven't played this yet. I will get around to it. Just my backlog is just in the way. Devil Summoner 1, Raito Kuzunoha versus the Soulless Army. So this game is the one that's remastered. I haven't played much of this. But from what I played, I really liked it. I still have to get used to the system. I still have to get used to the whole Shin Megami Tensei system in an action RPG. Dot Hack Part 1 Mutation and Outbreak. Or Mutation. I don't have Outbreak and Quarantine anymore. I had to get rid of those games, unfortunately. But these are the two that I do have, and I've yet to play them. At least for the first game, I have played the first game, just haven't really made a lot of progress into the game. Sakura Wars So Long My Love. This is the special edition, which includes the poster, the game, of course, and the art book, or like a character data book. I haven't played it. I know that this is a strategy RPG, but I just haven't played these games yet. Dark Cloud 1, or also known as Dark Chronicles. I haven't really played much of this since the last time, and this was probably one of the first custom cases that I made because I needed a case for me to put up on a shelf. So, and again, thank you to... I don't know how to say that name. I want to say that it's Ahmed or Ahmad. So, again, thank you to Ahmad for getting rid of your game because now it's in my possession. Dirge Cerberus Final Fantasy VII. I played this a little bit. I like it. It just has a lot of cutscenes. So the story about this game is that... I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. So yeah, the story about this game... I was at a convention with some friends. I wanted this game in my collection. One of the vendors had it for $30. I was gonna get it, but my friends that I was with, they were gonna get it for me because I don't carry cash. So they were kind enough to give me $30 cash so I can get it. One of the vendors noticed that there was a scratch in the disc, so told the seller, or told one of the other vendors that was running the table, to put it in the disc resurfacer to clean it. But he puts it in the wrong way. And so that's how my game came out to be like this. And so, because of that, he dropped the price to $10, and I just told him straight up, because you put it in the wrong way, and you messed up the top of the disc, that the game's probably not going to work, because some of the data is stored on top of the disc. So if anything goes wrong with the disc on top, it is not going to run properly. So he ends up giving it to me for free. And so we went to a retro video game store nearby because I was also looking for Dark Souls 2 to complete that trilogy. And so I asked them to test out the game to see if it still works, and it does work. So we got through the opening intro. So that gave me a free game. And like I said, I put in about 6 hours. It's fun. It just has a lot of cutscenes. Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. I haven't played the second game. I played the first game. Incredible game. I haven't finished it, but from what I played, it's a really good game. It's a really different take on the Shin Megami Tensei series, where the characters actually turn into the demons, and they have to devour other demons to learn their skills and stuff. Very interesting mechanic in Digital Devil Saga. Really good games and really good music. Fantasy Star Universe. I remembered I played this a lot on the Xbox 360. I only played the online, and it was more or less a demo because I didn't have. And this was back in high school. Played the demo, played with some people online. We only got through the first major boss, and it's the dragon, or yeah, the dragon named D-Ragon. But I really enjoyed this game. I wish that they brought back this type of gameplay instead of what we have in Phantasy Star Online 2. I think these are incredible games, and I wish that we could still play this online today because I would like to experience this with someone else. Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I haven't really played much of this, but from what I played, this is an incredible game. I really like the gameplay. I love the characters. I just haven't made it very far into the game. Again, other games took priority, and I prioritized those games to play them, and this has been sitting in the backlog. But from what I played, I really enjoyed it. Magna Carta, Tears of Blood. This is the special deluxe box set, which comes with. It does come with an art book. It comes with a poster and dual-sided cover sheet. Oh, so yeah, so the game itself with the cover art, it's both sides. But I've only put in about 30 minutes. I wanted to see how the gameplay was like, and from what I played, it looks pretty good and it feels pretty good. I just haven't played this yet. Like I said, with other RPGs or other games, those took priority, and I just haven't played them. We're getting through this stack, y'all. We're almost done. X-Men Legends. This is the first game. I really love this game a lot. I remembered back in high school, there was this girl in my neighborhood who had this game for the GameCube, and I would ask her if I can borrow it so I can play it. I made it to the final part of the game, but the characters I had at the time, like there were characters I prioritized, but they ended up dying and I couldn't revive them, so I was left with characters that I didn't put any time to, didn't put any time with, and I just couldn't get through the final part of the game. But from what I played, I really enjoyed it. Rogue Galaxy. I never got to play this game growing up. This is also a recent purchase. I've only seen gameplay, so I have no idea what the game is like. Legaia 2 Dual Sagas. I really like this game. It's not as good as the first game, but this is still an incredible game. I really love the game's music. I love the addition of the battle system where you can connect different arts into each other. So let's say you have 10 art blocks slots, and you want to do let's do like a simple backflip. It'd be up, down, up, and then if you want to do another backflip, because you already put the up input, you can just input down, up, and then you can continuously do that. And from what I know, you can do that with up to 2 blocks at the end. So let's say if I wanted to do up, down, left, right, and that doesn't move, and then let's say a move that I want to use starts with left, right. All I have to do is just put up, down, left, right. Then I could do up, right, and that'll be another move. So I really like the I really like the complexity of the battle system. Music's really great too. Just not as good as the first game. Tales of the Abyss. I really love this game. This is one of my favorite games in the series. Um, really great story. Great cast of characters. There's also an anime under the same name. It's 26 episodes long, so not very long. It's just a retelling of the story of Tales of the Abyss from start to finish. Tales of Destiny. I believe this is director's cut. But this is the Japanese version. This never made it outside of Japan. I played a little bit of this, and I like it. I just have no way of playing this because I can't read Japanese. And from what I am able to gather, the PlayStation 3 cannot play this game properly, even if I were to bring this game over into a modded PS3. Because once I go into my menu and I back out, I can't do anything other than pause the game. So I would like to experience the English translation of the game. Suikoden 3. I absolutely love this game. This was the first game that got me into the series, so it is quite long. I remember this specifically. I was around 8 years old when I played this, and I was really liking the game. And if I were to play the series, like I've only played 1 and 3, so, and a little bit of Tier Chris, so. But I do like this game. Grandia 2, another one of my favorites. I love this game a lot. Although the Dreamcast version is the superior version, this is more of a port of the Dreamcast version. And it looks like they've added stuff here, but just because it adds stuff that the Dreamcast version didn't, doesn't make the game any better, or doesn't make this the superior game, even if it has exclusive stuff. It's just, I don't know, in my opinion, the Dreamcast version has better lighting, has better color structure of the characters. It just looks better compared to the PS2 version, but PS2 version is still an outstanding game. I really love the characters. Millennia is my favorite character in this game. I really like the game's music. And, yeah. Tales of Legendia. I've only put in about 2 hours into it. And while not my favorite battle system, I do like the characters so far. Sentinel's pretty cool, and Chloe pretty cool too. But yeah, I haven't, like I said, haven't really played much of this. Extermination. This is actually the first horror game I played on the PS2. I believe this is also a launch title too, because like back then the PS2 games had a backing that was blue. And this might be like near launch, but haven't really played a lot of this, but I do like this game. I think it's pretty good. SSX3, I haven't played it. I really only bought this because I really liked SSX Tricky. True Crime Streets of LA. I've only played this on Xbox. Excuse me. But I really like this game. I beat it years ago. But I remembered I was getting very close to beating the game, but I was a bad cop. So it wouldn't let me progress to finishing the game unless I was a good cop. So I had to restart the game and get good cop for me to beat the game. But I really like this game. I do like the good cop, bad cop system where anything that you do uh, can change like how you are viewed as. Whereas if you're a good cop, you can do good cop only stuff, or if you're a bad cop, I forget what that system is called, but yeah, True Crime, Streets of LA. I know there's True Crime, New York City, and then Sleeping Dogs, because that uses the same system as True Crime. So yeah, really good game. Tekken 4 and 5. Of course, I had to have these games because I'm a huge fan of Tekken. I really like the Tekken series. Tekken 4, I remember only playing this in arcades because it was the newest Tekken at the time. And then when I first played Tekken 5, I wanted to play as Jin. And then I noticed from Tekken 3 and 5 that Jin was a completely different character. He didn't play like he used to in Tekken 3. And so I had to try and figure out why Jin is that way. But everyone considers Tekken 4 to be the black sheep of the series because it did try to experiment with things like multi-leveled stages where like if you're on a slope, it does change your trajectory of how you do combos and stuff like that. And then it added walls to do just ridiculous stuff. And then Tekken 5 expanded upon that in terms of gameplay. It's really got some good music. Moonlit Wilderness in 5 is just a great track. And yeah, Tekken 5. We're almost done, y'all. Taiko Drum Master, Taiko no Tatsujin, I really like. Like I said, I really like rhythm games. So when I remember I bought this at PAX East. This was during my first PAX. I bought the game with the Taiko drum controller. And it's such a cute controller too. But because the thing's made out of plastic, it's like super loud when you want to play it. So I haven't really played this version much because it has licensed music that I really don't want to play. So I normally just go for like the Namco original games, songs, and some other stuff. Which is one of the reasons why I modded my PS2 so I can play those, play the other games that never made it outside of Japan. Street Fighter EX3. I really don't know what to say about this game. I kind of like these games, the EX series. I know not a lot of people like them, but this, however, was a launch PS2 game, and I know specifically because the game has the purple blue backing on it. But yeah, it's Street Fighter. So Sly Cooper 2. Oh, Sly Cooper. I haven't really played this. I don't remember how I acquired this game. But yeah, Sly Cooper 2. I mean, Sly Cooper, not 2. Galarian's Ash. This is the sequel to the first Galarian's game that I showed off. Haven't played it. Almost done, y'all. So, Onimusha 2, Onimusha 3, and Onimusha, this is Dawn of Dreams. This is the 4th game. So I have the Quadrilogy here on PS2. I haven't played these. I haven't really played any of them, except for the first one, but I didn't get very far in the first game. Yeah. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Haven't really played this. This is actually a copy that I had from years ago. Had to make a custom case for it. And then last game is Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles 2. Like I said in the last video, this is my sister's game. But she kind of handed it off to me because she wasn't really going to play this anymore. I played this. This is a really fun action RPG. It has a system where you don't really level up, but you equip stuff to increase your character's stats. You increase your attack, your defense, your taijutsu, your ninjutsu, and your HP. It is 2 players. I've only really just played this one. I've only played it once. But it's a really good game. I highly do recommend it, and I wish they brought this back because this was really fun. So there you have it, y'all. And that is my entire PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 collection. A lot of games, and I am actually pretty proud of it. A lot of PS2 games that I've accumulated over the years since that last video. Now, that last video, I still had quite a bit, but I also had to get rid of some stuff too, because it just wasn't getting any play at all. I just bought it because I bought it, or I had to get rid of these games because I needed money for stuff, and I regret that. But yes, my PS2 collection is still growing slightly. PS1, not really. I kind of have all the games that I've ever wanted. So yeah. But there goes, like I said, there goes my entire PS1, PS2 collection. If you like this, please give me a like and a comment. And if you want to see more videos like these more in the future, please subscribe. But until then, y'all take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated, stay healthy, stay beautiful. I love you all. And until then, peace.